What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to Schoolboy to Superstar with Borussia Dortmund. Today we have the beginning of the season. We're starting with the DFL Super Cup against Bayern Munich. Then we're going to have the UEFA Super Cup against Manchester United. Two Super Cup matches in one episode. We have a DFB Pokal match in between, but just against a third Bundesliga side, so I don't think I need to show that one. But Bayern Munich and Man United, so some tough opposition, but I figured I might as well come back for these cups. It's not every day you get to play in both the DFL Super Cup and the UEFA Super Cup, so I think it's special enough that I'm going to show it today. If you haven't seen the last episode, which is the season review and off-season special, you won't know about the signings we made. I will inform you on who we've signed. Luka Netz is the guy I want to sign very much. He's 18 years old, German, left back, but he's got a strong right foot, so I would probably play him as a right back because there's just no good high-potential right backs in the world that are under 18 years old. So I want him, but they didn't want like 100 and some million for him, and I'm not willing to give that up for an 18-year-old left back or right back. So I don't think we're going to be able to get a job done with him or a deal done with him. He wants to leave. He just is disappointed to not be able to join Dortmund, so maybe we can talk him around. We set him as our primary target, so hopefully we can talk him around. Another guy that we did sign, we almost signed, we pretty much signed. We had a $7 million deal accepted because that was his release clause. He's got 5-star potential, so really good potential youngster, 16 years old. And we went to the contracts, got that all done, and then he just decided to sign a new contract with Barcelona. And his minimum free release clause now is $82 million, so he's not coming. He decided to stay with Barcelona. I could see that. That's not a big deal. But now let's look at the players we did sign, and some players have left as well. So our biggest signing is Eduardo Camavinga for $60 million, which I think is an absolute bargain for a player that's got the best potential in the game. Like, yeah, that's amazing business. $60 million, that I couldn't even believe it. Like, originally, after when I scouted him last season, they wanted like $120 million for him. So I put in a bid of $60 million, thinking, okay, I'll have their asking price and see where we go from there. And they just accepted it. So I was like, well, okay. If you want to accept that, I will definitely sign Eduardo Camavinga for $60 million. So he has come in. Yusuf Damir, if you watch the offseason special, you would know about this one because I made this after this offseason special. He had a minimum fee release clause of $23 million. I finally got his scout report back, and he's got 5-star potential. So I decided to just pull the trigger, make the signing. I know he's got a lot of potential in this game. He can play striker. He can play on the right inverted winger position. We've actually got quite a depth at that position right now. We've signed quite a few players that can play there, but I'm just looking to hoover up all the best talent I can. I'll find ways to give them first team football, but yeah, I just want all the best players, all the best youngsters under 18 at this club, whether they develop or not. The more I bring in, the more likely I have of actually hitting on somebody. So he has come in. I'll skip Alcaraz for a second. Mio is another player at the same position, right inverted winger. He came in for what, $3 million? $3 million, raising to $3.4 million. 4.5 star potential, so pretty dang good potential. For that round of money, that's just an absolute bargain. And another inverted winger on that side, Dario Sarmiento, came in for 2.1 to 2.4 million, and he's got 5-star potential. 5-star potential for Borussia Dortmund, a team that just won the Champions League. So he's got a lot of potential. I'm gonna be training him as a right inverted winger. He can also play at striker, but he doesn't have the best finishing, so mainly that right inverted winger. 14 crossing, so I definitely want to use that. So he's come in. So I've got plenty of competition for that spot. And the other signing I made was Carlos Alcaraz. I felt like I needed another midfielder. Obviously, I've got Reina, I've got Bellingham, I've got Nico, but I wanted another man to fit in there, and Carlos Alcaraz is going to be that man. I think he's pretty dang good. He's got really good finishing, decent long shots, decent passing. He's not the best defensively, but he doesn't need to be. He's got solid mentals, except for his anticipation. Anticipation really holds him back, but I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. He's got decent physicals as well. So for an 18-year-old, 4.5-star potential, to get him for $6.75 million, I think that's a good business. A couple of other players we signed, we had agreed to sign at the end of last season, just players on free contracts. Boving, 3.5 stars, just a punt to see if he turns into anything. Same for Canedo, 4.5 or 3.5 star potential. They're frees. They're not on much money, so he's already valued at $1.4 million. I can at least make $1 million off these guys each, and that's just good business. I'm going to be making money no matter what. So if they don't develop, or even if they do develop, they're probably never going to be good enough to be really. Maybe they could be strong backups, but most likely I'll just bring them up to eventually sell them. But some other signings you didn't see are a bunch of loan signings we made. We did it with Nianzou last season. We signed him on a 2-year loan because we're looking to loan him in every single season until we can hopefully buy him or get him on a free. That's what we've done with all these players. Liam Delap, 18 years old from Man City, 5-star potential, 2-star current ability at 18 years old. He looks pretty dang good for 18. So I'm going to loan him in. I can only do a 1-year loan with foreign clubs. With domestic clubs, you can do a 2-year loan. With foreign, you can only do a 1. So it's only on a 1-year deal, but I'm going to look to extend that every season. If I can't, then I can't, but I might as well take a shot. He's not on that much wages, 24K, and I don't know if I'm paying all of that. I am, so that's unfortunate, but I think it's worth the shot. If we can get him to stay at the club, then we've signed an amazing player, 5-star potential, and got him homegrown at club when he was not available. And same things with Harvey Elliot, another really good high potential player, 18 years old, 2.5-star potential, or 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Another player on the right inverted winger spot. But yeah, I'm just bringing in all the best players I can. I have the money. I have nothing else to spend it on, so I might as well loan these players in. They can be really good depth for me. And then if I can sign them permanently and keep them at the club, great. If not, okay, that's fine. There's no harm done. So Phillips Stevenovich, another Man City player, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential, can play on the left side. Jamal Musiala, one I really want to keep, German striker / inverted winger / shadow striker / winger. He can do everything, and he's really good. He's at Bayern Munich, obviously, so I don't know if I'll be able to get him permanently ever, but it's just like Nianzou. I'm just seeing, I don't know if I'll be able to get Nianzou, but I'm just seeing if I can. I'm trying to loan in all these players that are loan listed, that are 18 years or younger, that have high potential, just to see. He's only on 1K wages, so I'm not losing anything by having him in on loan. And then finally, another Bayern Munich player, Bright Area B, another really good Bayern Munich young center back. German, this one is. Obviously, Nianzou is French. Bright Area B is German, and he's very good physically. 15 pace and acceleration and 13 strength. He's got good technicals too, except for his heading. But he's a really good ball player. 13 passing, 12 first touch, 12 dribbling. So he's really good on the ball. He can even play left back, but I think he's more of a center back. Got solid mentals too. So I'm very happy with him. Hopefully we can get him in. I really want to sign Bright Area B. I think he could be like the best center back at this club. I think he's the best young center back we have at this club right now. So I'm really happy with that. So our squad, if you look at it, this is what our squad's going to look like. I think this is what our best squad is. This is the squad that's going to face Bayern Munich. Let me just advance to the team selection page. Sancho on the right, Royce on the left, Holland up top. I'm going with Chan and Bellingham right now because Gio Reyna is injured. He's out for 12 days to 4 weeks. And I don't know when he's on international duty as well, so he won't return until the 8th, but he'll be injured until then. So, yeah, he'll be in starter over Emre Chan probably. But actually, I might, based on their form last year, I'd probably go Chan and Reyna and have Bellingham on the bench for these big games. But Delaney is definitely my defensive midfielder. He was really good last season. Guerrero on the left, Mounier on the right. I'm going with Zagadou and Akanji as my center back partnership this game. I think I'm going to start Papetti in the Bundesliga, but I feel like for this game against Bayern Munich, I have to go with a little bit more experienced head. So I'm going with Akanji, Berkey in net. So Papetti's going to be on the bench. Nico Schultz is going to be on the bench because Calafiori is injured. Otherwise, Calafiori would be on the bench. Nianzou is going to have to be a backup defensive midfielder for me because we've got a lot of midfielder issues. Camavinga is on international duty. Nico is on international duty. Reyna is injured. So we're down 3 central midfielders. So Nianzou is going to be our emergency backup ball-winning midfielder. Then we've got Dahoud, and Rainier is actually on a 2-year loan. I didn't realize it when I had him last year. He's on a 2-year loan, so he's here again. Harvey Elliott's going to be on the right because of, where is he? Hattern is tired. I think he's just coming back from an injury, so I'm not going to risk putting Hattern in there. So Harvey Elliott's going to be on the bench. Brand on the bench, and Yusufa Mokoko, of course, on the bench. So it sucks to be without some of our key players, but hopefully Bayern Munich are missing players too. They should be missing these players to international duty. I don't know though, because it's mostly youngsters. Because I think it's all under 23s. They're all on under 23 duty, so I don't know if they're going to have any starters on under 23 duty. They're probably not. But we just got to go. We need to do better than we did the last couple of times against Bayern Munich. In our last 3 matches, we've drawn to them once and got destroyed by them twice. I want to do better this time. I want to show some initiative. I want to show that we have what it takes to beat Bayern Munich. I'm going to say I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened when we last played Bayern Munich. Go out there and express yourselves. I have faith. I have faith. I have faith. It should be a great occasion out there today, shouldn't it? It will be. It's exciting. There are 2 good teams, and hopefully we can win. Bayern Munich are unbeaten in 3 matches against Dortmund. Can you end that run here and now? Every match is a new opportunity to write history. We're not concerned with what's already happened. We're only concerned about what we can do going forward. They are playing a full-strength squad pretty much. Hernandez and Upamecano at center back. Gnabry on the left. Sané on the right. It's just a ridiculous squad. I still don't think... I think we definitely overperformed last season. I don't think our squad is anywhere close to the level of Bayern Munich's squad. Obviously, they showed that in the matches they played against us. But, yeah, I just don't think we're even close. Their team is so ridiculously good. Muller is ridiculous. Sané... They're all ridiculous players, but Royce has been played well last season. Hopefully he can have another good season this year. He's obviously getting up there, so we need to kind of think of replacing him eventually, sooner rather than later. So I don't know who exactly is going to be the guy, because we've got a lot of players that can play that position, but none of them that are really first team ready. They're all young, obviously, but so I don't know what we're going to do there. I mean, Julian Brandt can play there for the short term if we need him to, because he's a decent player. Emre Can is through on goal, but is saved by Neuer. What a save that is. Neuer at full stretch just gets his fingertips to it. That had some power behind it too, so that is an impressive save. And our corner is going to be headed out to Sané, and he's going to be dangerous running out of defense. Good tactical foul by Emre Can. He's going to get a yellow for it, but I think that's fine. It was basically 2-on-2 with Sané running out of defenders, and I know who wins that match. Bellingham has a sprained wrist ligaments. I think you're going to be fine. You don't need your wrist to play football. Unless you're a goalkeeper, that is. I think you can be fine. Just don't handle the ball. That's the only thing you need to... I mean, maybe they'll make him even less likely to handle the ball because he doesn't want to get injured. Oh my gosh, they're blocking everything. I feel like we should have a goal by now. We've been very good going forward so far. We've created some pretty decent chances. We're just not taking them. They've actually had more chances than we do, but our chances are better. We have the higher XG from our chances. They must be having a lot of long shots or something. Low percentage shots for sure. But we're getting some good opportunities. As Davies has a good chance here. He's going to put a cross in, though. Oh, gets it through a defender's legs, I think. But he gets cleared out by Akanji. There's the experienced head I wanted in there. Jude, you're fine. And Hernandez is going to head that over. If Hernandez wins a header in the box against me, I will be very sad because he's 6 foot tall. Like, my midfielders are taller than him. Most of my team is taller than him. So I feel like we should be able to win that battle. It's getting a pretty even first half. They've had more shots. We've had one more shot on target. XG is pretty similar. They've dominated possession, but they're always going to dominate possession. I'm not trying for possession. I'm going to say I'm happy. Whoops. I meant to say I'm happy, but bad clicking form. Could have been worse. I could have said I was disappointed. And tell them there's a lot more to come from them. They're all motivated, so it worked, so I'll take it. Their defense has played amazingly so far. Almost everyone but Upamecano on a 7 or better. Pavard just dropping below the 7. But Neuer having a great game. They have Malcolm in the game right now. That's a new signing for them. Malcolm, former Barcelona man, and he went to... What, did he go to Russia? I want to say he went to Russia. As Haaland is through on goal, but he gets saved by Neuer again. Haaland's got to be burying that. If you're one of the best strikers in the world, you've got to bury that. Very disappointing from our finishing perspective so far this game. Again, we've created some very good chances. We just can't put them away. And against Bayern Munich, that is going to kill you. You have to be clinical. You're not going to get a whole lot of good chances, so you need to take them when you have them. And we've not done that today, and that's not encouraging. As Royce gets lucky, though, sometimes it just takes a bit of luck. Emre Can's shot gets blocked, falls to Royce. The keeper had already sold himself, going for the Chan shot. As Meunier pulls a ball back here, Emre Can, it gets blocked off. I'm pretty sure off of one of our own players. I think Holland actually deflected that. Goes right into the path of Royce, and pretty lucky way to go 1-0 up. But I'll take it. If we can get luck against Bayern Munich, I will take it every day of the week. Sometimes you need luck against teams as good as Bayern Munich. Bellingham's still kind of struggling with that knock, but I don't think he needs to come off. It's a wrist injury. I mean, maybe it's an ankle injury. I don't know, because that was not a very good shot. Emre Can has actually had a poor game. He has an assist and he's on a 6.5. That tells me you need to come off the pitch now. Dahoud or Rainier? Go Dahoud. Guerrero with a bad game. Zagadou with a bad game. Let's go time wasting. Tell the team to focus. Get to the 85th minute. They'll make another sub. Take Guerrero off. He's gotten a little bit better the last couple of minutes, but Schultz is going to come on. Might take Bellingham off here in a sec, just so he doesn't die from a wrist injury. As it looks like Bayern Munich are going to have one of their last attacks of the match. It's going to start with Pavard on the right-hand side, into Lewandowski, into Malcolm, but Berkey is quick off his line and able to get there. Some good goalkeeping by Roman Berkey. He was very good for us last season. I was very happy with Roman Berkey as our goalkeeper. I didn't know what to expect, but he was good. As Holland is through on goal from the goal kick, you got to be scoring these. You got to be scoring these. Erling, you're supposed to be one of the best strikers in the world. You have to score that. That is so frustrating because there's nothing better I can do to put him in a better situation. The keeper made an amazing pass. Everyone's doing their job except for Erling Haaland. They're going to get lucky. They're going to get another lucky deflection goal. We got one, so it's only right that they get one. Shot gets saved and it falls right to Muller. Right off after our missed one-on-one. Erling Haaland has absolutely bottled this game. I have no idea how he's on a 7.6. He's had two clear-cut chances, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and missed both of them. That is why we're not winning this game. We are not winning this game because Erling Haaland missed two gimme goals. And our game's probably going to peter out at 1-1, and Royce gets injured after do we have extra subs in the second year? I don't know if we still have extra subs. No, we still only have 3 subs in the second year. So Royce is going to not be able to play. Wing back defend. Only one player down that wing side then. Should be the end of the game anyways. Stinks to have lost Royce, though. Oh, it's penalties. I forgot this is a cup match. I was thinking this is a league match. Yeah, we've got penalties now. We don't have very many good penalty takers on the pitch either. That's not ideal. Our center backs are one of our best penalty takers. Kanji, Rainier, I guess. Actually, I'll go Zagadou. He's got really good composure. I'm not going to go with Berkey, so I'm going to go Rainier next. Then Nico. Actually, I'm going to go with... Do I go with Meunier ahead of Nico? He has 4 penalty taking. I think I'm going to go Nico, Meunier, Berkey. Going to penalties. Straight to penalties. Penalties are a lottery, so just go out there and see what happens. I have faith. I have faith. I have faith. Everyone's motivated pretty much. Rainier is anxious. That's unfortunate because he's the 7th penalty taker. But all of our top 5, I believe, are motivated. Everyone but Rainier is motivated. So hopefully it doesn't come down to Rainier scoring the winner or the goal to keep us from losing, because this is the first one we should be scoring. Haaland better be scoring this, and he does. I was going to say, if Haaland is one of the best strikers in the world, he's missed 2 1-on-1s. He's got to be scoring that. Let's go to vertical strolling, reduce the camera height, increase the zoom, go to reverse. This is my favorite camera for penalties. Right behind the goal scorer. Lewandowski's going to have the first penalty. He's a very good penalty taker as well, and he's going to score that into the far post. I guess there's no far post when you're on the penalty spot, but the keeper's left post. Sancho now coming up for us. And he's going to put it in the corner as well. A very well taken penalty. Neuer guessed right, but Sancho was still able to put it far enough away from him that he couldn't get there. Koopmeiner's up for them next. And he's going to put it in the corner. Again, not Akanji. What's his name? What is your name? Berkey. Berkey chose right, but he couldn't quite get on the end of it. Dahoud now. Again, Neuer chooses right, but Dahoud just barely slips it in there. Who's it going to be next? It's going to be Muller. He's a very good penalty taker as well. I'm surprised he wasn't the second penalty taker. He's going to be the third, though. And he's going to score it. Berkey didn't get anywhere close to that. He dove but barely moved. We're getting to some very good, not very good penalty takers now. Delaney on it. He's got good composure, though, and he's going to put it in off the inside of the post. A very uncomfortable shot, I will say. Goretzka now. We need a save here. Roman can't get there. Again, they're putting every single penalty into the corner. I think their penalties have probably been a little bit better than ours. We've had some that are probably savable. As Akanji's next one. He's got good composure, and he's going to hit the post. Of course that was going to happen. I should have just known the second he stepped up. I said he had good composure, which automatically means he's going to miss. If a player's actually good at composure or penalty taking, and it's a key penalty, they're going to miss about 95% of the time. Now it's Leroy Sané. The AI doesn't miss, though, so I don't expect this to be saved. And it's not. Bayern Munich win the DFL Super Cup on penalties. That's frustrating. I'm not going to watch this ceremony. I'm disappointed that we couldn't win the trophy today. Very disappointed. Should have won it in normal time. How do you feel in the immediate wake of such a disappointment? We let the fans down. We weren't good enough out there, and I'm not taking responsibility. I gave Haaland 2 clear-cut chances, and he missed both of them. It's disappointing. Nobody wants to lose the final. Certainly not me. Why'd you persist with Dan Axel's Zagadou? None of their business. Changing a center back isn't going to help us score goals. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I don't see how those two correlate. I'm going to have him play through the injury because we don't have very many midfielders. Amidst the Bayern Munich, we're fortunate. Royce out 4 to 6 days. So that's not bad. Kanji says he'll step up for another penalty. Please don't. Now I'll play his Braunschweig match, and then I'll come back for the UEFA Super Cup this time against Manchester United. And we are back for the UEFA Super Cup. We heavily rotated for the DFB Pokal match in between and won 2-0. Completely new defense, pretty much. Zagadou the only starter in defense. Toljan, Papetti, Calafiori, Van de Voort. Chan played, but Dahoud and Rainier were the central midfielders. A Hatteran on the right. Julian Brandt came in. Mukoko came in. So a bunch of rotation, but we still got a good victory. It's against a third division side, so I would hope even with that squad out there, we should be able to get a comfortable victory. Probably should have been even more comfortable, but we had a lot of shots, so we probably deserved to have more goals. Just weren't very clinical. But I've got the team ready for the UEFA Super Cup against Manchester United. This is the team I'm going with. Pretty much our normal defense. Akanji comes in again for Papetti. Again, for a big match, I think I trust Akanji a little bit more. He played well last game, so I'm going to trust him. Delaney's going to be the defensive midfielder. And it's going to be Emre Can and Nico as the Mazzala. Jude Bellingham is injured. He says he can play. He's, not fitness test isn't required, but I'm not going to risk him for a Super Cup. Reina is still injured, so it's going to be Nico coming in. Sancho on the right. Brandt on the left. Because Marco Reus got a lower back stress fracture. He's out 6 to 7 weeks. That's not ideal. Does he have injury proneness as a thing? Because it feels like he's really injured. Yeah. He's severely injury prone. I've noticed. So we're going to be relying pretty heavily on who's our backup? Brandt, I guess. Brandt and Caio Jorge and Musiala and Phillips Stevenovich. We're going to have to rely on all those guys. Whoever can get the best form. We've got plenty of players that can play there. But we just need to find out who's the best playing there. And they'll get the job. I think Brandt's been doing pretty good. 7.68 in his last 5. He had a really good game last time out. And of course, there's going to be Haaland up top. Hopefully, this is a better result than the last Super Cup we played, but I think it should be. Man United are not as good as Bayern Munich, so this should be a more comfortable match. This should be a little bit easier match. Berkey should be a sweeper keeper for one. Sweeper keeper on attack. I don't know why he hasn't been a goalkeeper. Let's get into this match. See if we can win at least one Super Cup this episode. I'm going to say go out there and impress me. It'd really stink if we end up with 0 wins from these last 2 games because I want to bring home some sort of silverware. Marco Reus is suspended. I think his 6 to 8 month injury is a little bit worse than a suspension. Marco is hard to replace, and that's not putting it lightly. Are you confident Emre Can will perform today? I certainly trust him, and I know he's working hard to get to the level we need him to be at. He's been in pretty good form, so I'm happy to have him in there. They've drawn their last 2 matches. We've drawn and lost our last 2 matches. Actually, no, we've won and drawn our last 2 matches. I forgot we had, technically, the Bayern Munich matches as draw. So we've drawn and won our last 2 matches. Technically, we're in the better form, but see if that carries over onto the pitch. We have a little bit of weakness with Royce not being in the team and having Zagadou hitting the post. That's a great start. That is the perfect start to this game. Jesus Corona on the right-hand side for him. Tielemans in the team. Still, other than that, it's pretty much the Manchester United team you'd kind of expect to see. Anyone on the bench? Joaquin Correa. Cavani's still there. So not too dissimilar Manchester United side to what starts off the game. And we're going out with a pretty standard side for us for the start of the game. Players, I think, is there everyone that was here at the start of this save, except for Nico. Nico is the only new signing into this team. So it's a pretty comfortable Dortmund squad. And it's actually been pretty even so far. We have one more not a shot on target. We have one more shot. We have much better XG. We have much better possession. We're controlling the game. We're getting the better chances. Again, we're just not clinical enough. We created a half an XG, basically 0.7 XG of chances. Yet we just could not find the back of the net. I mean, it's not at 1 XG yet, so technically they're not supposed to have gotten a goal yet, but I feel like you should be able to get a goal from that. I'm going to say I'm not happy. Because we need to be doing better. We need to be controlling these games a lot more than we have been. Like, we're doing well in possession, but we're not getting quite as many shots on target as I would like. We're not being as clinical in front of goal as I would like. As Jesus Corona gets injured, who comes in for him? Mason Greenwood. That's a pretty good sub. We now have 1 XG, so we are now getting FM'd because we have 1 XG and we don't have a goal. Going to encourage the team. Erling Haaland started the season off very poorly. Brandt also having a poor game today after he's played really well recently, so that's hopefully just a blip. Nico running on this left-hand side. Puts a ball to the edge of the air to Delaney. He's not going to try a first-time shot. He's going to put it through to Emre Can, who puts it wide. We need a goal. I don't want to go to 2 penalty shootouts. Please don't give me 2 penalty shootouts in Super Cup matches. I will lose my mind, especially if we lose them both. Please win this in normal times. Correa gets the ball intercepted, but it's going to go as far as Bailly. We've got Luke Shaw down this left-hand side. Down to Correa, who's come in on the left-hand side for, I think they started Rashford there. Kanji's actually running down this right-hand side, acting like a right wing back. He's still going, and then he plays the ball directly to Luke Shaw. Fortunately, Luke Shaw plays it right back to him. Now Emre Can on the ball, looking for a through ball. Wan-Bissaka cleverly cuts it out. But it only goes as far as Meunier. This is a long highlight. Hopefully it results in something good for us as Haaland's getting played through. Plays it back to Sancho. Going to look for a ball across, but instead he's going to get taken down by Luke Shaw in the box. That is a nailed-on penalty. No doubt, in my mind, if he doesn't give a penalty, he should never ref again. It is a penalty. And Erling Haaland will take it. I think he's missed 1 penalty for us so far. Not to jinx him or anything, but didn't jinx him. He scores again. We go 1-0 up. He might not be playing very well, but he's scoring the penalty goals he needs to score. Scored his penalty against Bayern Munich. He scored a penalty today. So when he's tasked to putting a ball in the back of the net from a set piece situation, from a dead ball situation, he can do it. But 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, no chance. Brand is coming off. He's been terrible. Do I bring on Musiala or Kyle Jorge? Kyle Jorge I know is my player. So I'm going to bring him on instead. He actually looks like he got a little bit better on the left wing. Honestly, look at that. Yeah, he's now accomplished on the left wing. Am I training him there? No, I'm training him as a striker. Just from playing there, he's gotten accomplished. That's good, because I like his versatility. He's going to be playing as an inside forward. Nico needs to come off. Dahoud is going to come in. And I'm considering taking Delaney off for Camavinga, because Delaney's on a yellow. Chan's tired, though, but I'm more worried about the yellow, even though a red card at this point doesn't mean anything. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Maybe make another sub here in a couple minutes. Make a time-wasting sub. Let's go to waste time. Now it's time for a time-wasting sub. Who do I bring on? I could take off Delaney for a center back. I could take off Sancho for a center back. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Move Sancho here and bring in Papetti. Bring in Papetti as a ball-playing defender on defend. Who's going to move into the middle? I think Papetti's probably the slowest of them all. 50. Oh, he's 10. Yeah, Zagadou's going to, even though he's left-footed, Zagadou's going to move in the middle. That 10 acceleration, that's dangerous on the wings, or on the wide fullback positions. Guerrero's going to be wingback support. Kyle Jorge's going to move up to striker. Actually, I want Holland on the left. He's left-footed. Kyle can go next to him as an advanced forward. And we will go to cautious. We're already wasting time. See this game out. There's only a couple minutes left. If we concede now, I'll be very frustrated. But it doesn't look like we're going to. We are going to win a bit of silverware to start the season. It's the better Super Cup anyways. Like, who wants that dinky DFL Super Cup? This is the UEFA Super Cup. This is the best team, the two best teams in Europe, technically. I'd say the two teams that are in the Champions League are probably the two best teams in Europe, but the best team in Europe and the best second-tier team in Europe, and we're the best in Europe. We officially are the best team in Europe. We have won the Champions League. We've won the UEFA Super Cup. We've nearly won the Bundesliga. We've won the DFB Pokal. I'm happy for all the trophies we've gotten so far. Congratulations, lads. I'm happy with your performances out there. I mean, it wasn't great. It took a penalty, but you got the win. That's what matters. This is for the fans. To be able to win trophies and give them moments like this is what it's all about. Erling Haaland's dramatic late goal was something for you to savor. How do you rate that moment? It's no less than what we deserved. The whole team kept working right up until the whistle. We see 5 million. That's some good money. Lead Dortmund to glory, apparently. He graciously admitted that we fully deserved the late goal. I appreciate his honesty, and I agree with the suggestion that we deserve something from that match. All right, when are we going to come back next episode? We've got Leipzig in the first game of the Bundesliga. That's going to be tough. We actually don't have any huge games to start the season. Maybe it depends on who this DFB Pokal ties against. If it's against a Bundesliga club, I might show that. If it's against some lower league club, I won't. I might go pretty far into the league. I might go all the way to December to the Bayern Munich match. Maybe Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen. I don't want to go that far. Who was good last year? Freiburg was decent last year. Where is Augsburg? They were really good. But he's so close to the Bayern Munich match. I want to show the Bayern Munich match for sure. I guess I'll come back for Cologne and Schalke. Schalke nearly got relegated, but maybe Schalke and Freiburg. I don't know. We'll see who gets picked in this DFB Pokal match. It's going to be probably somewhere in October. Come back in October, then the next episode will come back in December. So I'll see you then. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.